Hey guys, wondering what I'm reading? 365 Tales. Amazing read, 10 on 10, would recommend. Oh, the values in these books. Amazing. Want to hear a snippet? Well, once upon a time, there was a world without any stories. The lives of people were black and white, and there was nothing to look forward to. But then came a man, dressed in colors nobody had seen before. But he went on his merry way, leaving tales of the past, present, and the future, only leaving the people wanting for more. I want to be that man for you guys today. Stories. Stories are absolutely fascinating, aren't they? The impact of storytelling is such that it can last a lifetime. The values they come with last even longer. I have experienced firsthand the power of storytelling. Back when I was in grade 1, I was a little shy but talkative. And when I had my first trip to the library, I was nervous because I thought the teacher would make me read a story. To my surprise, it was a puppet show, Cinderella. I was absolutely fascinated by this story. I was so happy that I actually understood a full-fledged story for the first time. So I ran to the librarian, asked her, "Ma'am, can I get the Cinderella book, please?" Of course, that time it was just, "Ma'am, Cinderella book, please." Small Smaran, hey. After getting the book, I read it again and again and again and again until I could recite the entire book, start to finish in the exact sequence. It was all right here. So I went home, sat my parents down, and I said the entire story. They were even more happier than I was. I felt like I was the first man on the moon. I have actually accomplished something. Grade 1 Smaran was absolutely proud of it. So, stories, tick. Understanding the story, tick. And understanding the value behind the story, tick. After all of this, my parents thought it was a great idea to buy a library set for me. I read every book in that library set, and then to cement the values, I read it again. I knew those stories like the back of my hand. I could just pick it out from my mental library and say it to anyone, anywhere. And that's how I built my confidence to stand up here today. So, when I realized that my friend, a student of determination, had a tough time picking social cues and educational topics, I thought, why don't I try integrating stories and said educational topics and values together? Wouldn't that be something fun? So, I had my eureka moment, an AI story generator called Minds in Motion, which creates specialized stories which are personalized for students of determination, create short and sweet stories grounded to reality. That is what the website's purpose is. Stories are like windows into alternate dimensions. They feed into the imagination of a child, and in one's imagination, you can do whatever you want. Scale Mount Everest, become invisible, fly. I would love to fly. So, after getting the name of the website and the idea of the website, I thought I need a little more research. So, I hopped on friendly neighborhood Google and started searching. Storygenerator.com. 5 easy steps to generate a story. 20 easy steps to create a story. Of course, it's not easy if it takes 20 steps, is it? So, after all those websites, all those tabs, I finally understood that none of these websites were good enough. All of them just gave vague output or vague stories. I didn't want that. We often have a misconception that students of determination have only one need and one want. But this is inherently wrong. They are unique, one of one, and we are responsible to cater to their needs. So, how do I make this happen? For a website especially, I thought about a questionnaire. Questions like age, understanding level, hobbies, interests, and personalized output. Now, personalized output, how? There are various methods students prefer, like animated shorts, flashcards, audio, visual, and of course, the basic story format. And they all really enjoy it because it's completely catering to their need, completely customizable and completely personal. That is what the website strives to do. Now, after all of this research, I thought, let me take the first step towards creating the website. So I started searching and searching and searching, and I found out that stories have such a big impact on a student's life especially, that we can focus so much more in class when a story is being told. So, how or why? Let's see. Gratitude, for example, if you take a value, a story that the website would create would be something like this. Your father asks you for water. You bring it to him. He says, thank you. Now, you go to your friend's house. His mother asks, do you want water? You say yes. She brings it to you. You say, thank you. Real life situations, that is what we strive towards. Stories have an everlasting impact on our lives, and we need to understand that this is what we strive towards. Now, what about educational topics? Let's see. Water cycle. We all know water cycle. Precipitation, evaporation, and condensation, right? Now, what if this was a story? All of you, help me out here. Imagine you've all shrunk to the size of a water droplet, and you're surrounded by your white cotton candy family. You're all happy up there. But suddenly, thunder and lightning strikes, and you're falling and falling and falling and falling until you reach a pond. A pond surrounded by mountains as high as your very cotton candy family. And now you wonder what your value is in this pond. But another twist, the temperature is rising. Slowly and slowly, you turn from water to vapor, and you rise 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels, and suddenly you stop. You're frozen. You're a little scared, but you look around and you're back, surrounded by your cotton candy family. Which was better? The first one or the second one? Second one, right? That is the impact of storytelling. We as society need to understand that we cannot forcefully integrate students of determination into our society. Rather, equip them with the necessary skills and tools to carve their own path and choose the road not taken. So, I welcome you all today to share stories. Stories of the past, present, and the future. Thank you and have a great day ahead.